Why, hello everybody, my name is FretX and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Hey buddy, how's it going? So currently I'm travelling back to Sasau and we're being ambushed by a little bit of a bandit here. But I was going to be honest, I thought it was going to be a big fight. It's just a simple peasant with an axe. So I don't think he's going to have much chance against me. Although, he just blocked my attack. Are you secretly a badass, sir? He might be. What about this though? No, he is a badass. It's so weird. Everyone's really good at dodging this game. It's crazy. You can't dodge me forever, sir. Eventually, one of my hits will land on you, and you will die in a single hit. Do it. Hit me if you think you can.
Come and get it.
No, you come and get it, sir. I know you're a master swordsman. Bring it on. Oh, okay. He's got some nice cross guards here. This man's been training for years in the mountains, but not quite good enough for Henry here. Enemy destroyed. Excellent. That was probably the most least dangerous battle I've done in the last like 5 or 10 hours, but welcome to the start of the video. We are currently back on the way to Sasau, and we have been told to break into a monastery to try and kill a man called Pius. So secretly, we're going to double cross the bandits and, of course, arrest him and send him off to our Lord, Sir Radzik. Now, the place in question, apparently there's a man that's about to enter the service of the monastery in a few days' time. So I guess the plan's going to be, we try and find the dude, we convince him to let us take his place, and then we go into the monastery ourselves and identify where or who Pius actually is, or who's pretending to be anyway. I guess if this fails, we might also just be able to flat out break into the church. I was also told that there was a secret underground cave that we could use to get inside as well, but I don't know what that's going to be. It might be a bit complicated to try and figure out. We'll try the diplomatic route first. We'll try and swoon our way inside using charisma. And if that fails, we will just try and flat out break inside as well. So, apparently around here there's a man we're looking for. Question is, who is he? So I think his name was Karl. Now, hopefully if the game has been kind to me, it would have literally named the guy Karl. Otherwise, I might have to ask everybody in the tavern to figure out who we're trying to be talking to. So we'll look around. Oh, that was easy. Karl. Hey, buddy.
I'm glad to see you.
We've never met, sir. Are you Karl by chance?
Are you Karl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel. So instead, I'm devoting those days to the demon drink.
Okay.
Whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
I have a feeling this guy doesn't actually want to become a monk. Maybe I'm getting mixed signals, but I feel like he maybe not want to do it. Let's just flat out ask him.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel and caretaker, has all the coin, and he never takes so much as a single step away from me. If you help me get rid of him...
He's been listening to us the entire time.
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here is a sleepy old goat. We can talk once he dozes off. Please, get rid of him.
He's right there. Is it the guy to the right of you?
Goodbye.
A left? What is happening right now? Okay, well, let's go and talk to the guardian Manfred that clearly has no idea what's happening, surely.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Are you the
You're
guardian?
Manfred, the young lord's guardian.
Indeed I am. Why?
You don't know why I'm asking you? This should be interesting. I'll tell you what. Let's have a word in private.
Would you let us have a word in private for a moment?
I would not. If I put my guard down for a second, he'll be gone. I have to keep my eye on him.
Okay. How about a drink? I got 11 plus 4. I think we got a good chance here.
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad.
Yeah, I never
What
lied.
shall we have to drink? And while we're at it, why not have a little game?
Is there going to be another cutscene? Oh, no, wait. I don't actually want to play dice.
Bring it on.
Oh, no. I'm terrible at dying. Okay, so looks like we've got to play a mini-game. But we'll see if we can get through this quickly, because I want to get on with him breaking into a church. That's my 2 cents of this video. Oh, my God.
That'll do me.
I can't believe I'll win half the game in 1 round. I see how it is, man. Oh, we're cooked. We're cooked, everybody. We're cooked.
Damn.
What did you think was going to happen on that one? That was wild. Ooh. Yes.
My pleasure.
Oh my God. Do I have a chance of winning a dice game? Oh, this isn't possible. I can't believe this is actually happening. No, I'm getting my hopes up. This is going to stack shit from me in the last second. I promise you. Yeah. It just... No, wait. He's not just going to flat out win and... What? No, don't take this away from me. I thought I had a chance, game. No.
We'll see.
Bust. But he's got 2 1s. No, he's got one. Okay, 1-1. We might have a chance. He's so close to winning. I can't believe it. Wait, did I get 3 6s? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so close to win. If he... Oh no. What do we do? I think I have to take it. I'm gonna take it. And we need 100 points, and we can win our very first game of dice. Don't do it. Don't. Bust. You have to bust. Don't take this out of context. Please. No. Oh my God. It's happening. We're doing it. We're actually... I could do this. I could do this. I've done it. It's happened. I've won. It's victory. Score and pass. I don't care about anything else. We've actually won a dice game.
Holy Mother of God, why do you punish me?
This has never happened before in my entire life.
I've had enough.
And you said you wouldn't drink today.
Silence. I'm going to sleep. Here's a few coins. Have fun. Tomorrow, we're going to the monastery. Is that clear?
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
Set up for beer. Good night.
Okay, everybody, I just want to quickly point out that I've never won gambling in any sense of the word in this game. And in real life as well. I've gambled once. I think I was like 12 years old. I went to one of those like seaside like arcades and I put like a 10p coin into one of those coin machines. I got like £100 and I've never gambled again since, everybody. Though I do stock trading at times, but that's technically different, right? It's fine. Regardless though, pretty good time for me. Let's go and talk to Karl here and see if we can make ourselves go to the monastery.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
I'll tell you what, do you know what? I'm kind of curious about why this guy's doing this. So I'm gonna go ask him, why is he with you all the time?
Coming.
Let's ask him everything.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Certainly.
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
Okay.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of your fief.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookerva was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
What, isn't the monastery in the street? Just go change to a different country or something. Because, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Maybe he shouldn't have slept with the Lord's daughter. Maybe that's the moral of the story here.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery walls.
Well, he's not watching you now.
It's not a prison, though. They can't keep him there forever,
What good
can
is
they?
that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Well, I know. I don't need to ask that question. I already know.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying.
No, no.
Well, that's your problem. You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ. I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that
So you'd
old
rather be a
bastard's even
priest for the
taken
rest
my
of your
cloak.
life? Think about this for a
Has me in
second,
the
man. If
palm
you don't
of
want to
his
do it.
hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
Okay, well, I know what I got to do anyway,
That's
right?
all then.
See you later.
I don't know. That guy seems weird to me. Let's go and steal the guy's stuff anyway. So where am I going? Steal the writ from the Guardian. Oh, is he upstairs? Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm saving on this one because I'm probably going to fail. Just to be completely honest here, I need to be very careful what I'm doing. Okay, so is it up here? I don't think that's the right way. There he is. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're going to sneak into this guy's room, but we're going to go in full naked Henry. We need to have 0 noise production. Noise level 6. Just as the game developers imagined Henry, he is completely ready, born into the world anew, with no equipment. We got this. Can I just talk to him instead? Wait. Knockouts. But how, he wouldn't know it's me, right? Why, hello there. Okay. He's just sleeping. Don't worry about it. Does he have a key or should I just open it normally? Because if I've knocked him out when he was sleeping, how would he know it was me? Unless it's magic game rules. Let's have a look around. So where do I... Ah, there it is. So where is it directly? It's actually here. Oh! Nailed it. Rob. Is it even going to be in here? Why is there so much stuff in here? Knights. There's a load. This is the equipment from... Ulrich. I'm pretty certain it's Ulrich's equipment for some reason. I don't know why this is in here. So if I steal this, is this like... Wait, go with me. 1 second, sir. 1 second. Let me just figure something out. It does all count as being stolen. Okay, so we're not going to actually steal this. We're gonna... This is not what I technically wanted. So we put this back in here. Nothing to see here. Nothing was stolen. What about from you, though? Ah. Thank you very... I also could, in theory, take his purse. A purse of coin for young Karl. Entrusted to the Guardian. Oh, so it's not actually his coin. It's actual Karl's wealth. So we just pass it over. Nothing to see here. Okay, I think that went great. No one knows it was me. We're all good, right? We can just move on with our lives. Though I got like a weird stat. Like, oh, I got light armor because I'm not wearing anything. Also, can I just like, why is Henry T-posing? I don't know. Now the problem's going to be, can I remember exactly what I was wearing before we went and did all this? Because I might put back the wrong stuff, which could be pretty awkward. So I got a lot of random junk on me. Let's have a look around. So, better? Worse. 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 Let's just... I look pretty much identical to what I was before. Although we do seem to be missing my leg armor for some reason. There you go, that's better. I really have no idea why Henry's doing that. I do... I wanted to reload the game at some point. I've only been playing for like an hour though, so I'm surprised it's so cursed already.
One beer for me.
God bless.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse. You can do as you like with the writ.
No, you can have the whole thing. I'm not greedy.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before Manfred finds out that he's been wrong.
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows I'm gone. Good luck then.
This is probably the best solution, actually, for this particular situation. Mostly because if he does wake up and that guy was still here, he would ask him questions. Because you would think, if I was Manfred, that my nephew has robbed my written money and left. So he would be chasing him to try and find where he's gone, right? Yeah. But if he's still there, he'd be like, oh, wait a second. Why is only the writ gone and not the money? And why is my nephew still here? Seems suspicious to me. Regardless, everybody, we have what we need to enter the church. Let's see how this works out. Maybe the second chance of actually breaking in via K would be actually a bit better for me personally, but we're going to try our best here and hopefully not get ourselves killed. So do I talk to somebody? Is this... Oh, is it like actually locked off like in a wall? Interesting. Let's see how it works out. Oh, are you who I'm talking to? Brother Porter! I'm the novice.
I'm Karl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
Interesting. 11-4. Let's do this one.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it?
No, not at all.
It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery. So there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
Yes, sure.
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly...
No!
Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. Good luck to you.
Wait, so I have to get rid of all my stuff? I don't like the idea of that. So I got to go and get my robes first. But if they let me in, then that's all I need, right? Once I'm in, I'm in. Where's the stuff? This way? I guess I could just put my stuff in a trunk, right? And then just take it back later. Does that work? So I'm a bit lost. Is this the wrong place to be in? Hi, buddy. Don't mind me. Aha. Is this the chest? I don't know. I have a feeling that I'm not in the right location right now. I think it might be downstairs, to be honest. Let's go back down this way. I like how this guy just doesn't care that I'm trespassing. Although, weirdly, it doesn't count anymore. That's even stranger. I guess maybe... I don't know what's happened there. I'm just going to presume it's okay and just move on with my life. So if we go down to this little bit here, then, we find the robes in a second. Because I guess if this is my room, I can just come back here later, right? Let's save before we do this, and we'll go in for it.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
I want your sexy black one. It looks way cooler. I want to be a Sith Lord, not a Jedi. It's not even that... What is happening? Oh, the acoustics are brilliant. That's him. Or is it one of these guys? I have no idea really. I'm just randomly guessing. What are they saying? Did anybody here speak Latin?
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own.
All right then.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et viva.
Well, what's he doing? I don't understand.
Et non confundas me.
Why am I being serenaded by this bold man? Da di da da vroda da ne na vroda da de de rodeo dum dum dum. Oh, thanks. Oh he oh to vim vam.
Et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor.
Gregor! I like
and
it.
wear it with honor.
Thank you.
Welcome, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I see you're European, sir. That is always weird when I go on holiday to Europe and people just randomly start kissing me. I'm like, excuse
Welcome,
me,
brother.
personal space.
I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thank you for your assistance on the rites. I actually had no idea what I was doing.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you?
No.
Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
Should I keep with the backstory of the... Because they might know... Because they accepted me as a right? right? Which means that they may already know why I'm here. So they would know that I am here to be punished due to my prior actions with the Lord's daughter. So I should probably say I'm being punished.
I'm being punished. If it were up to me, I'd still be spending my days in taverns and my nights with whores.
I don't envy you. Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
Okay. What about yourself then?
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Okay. Please go on, sir.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go.
Can you imagine spending your
Remember
entire
one
life
word.
in one small
Discipline.
complex?
It's your job to work and pray.
I mean, people still
You
do to
serve
this
the
day.
Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
It's a very interesting place. So this is Bohemia, right? Is this to be Catholic? I can't remember how far, like, when the
South,
schism
be well.
between Orthodoxy and Catholicism in Europe. I think it's quite far away from here. Maybe at this point in history, it's like where Russia was Orthodox. Maybe not even then yet. I'm not exactly certain.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Grace. Praise the Lord. Grace.
They say he won't make it to the autumn. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation.
He'll still be on this
Centuries
earth
ago,
for many
this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices.
Who's a demon?
So beware.
Okay, I understand, sir. Will not be killed by the ghost. The ghost of Christmas past. It is nearly that time of year.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say.
Aren't there those bugs in Japan that
This
make
is the
loads of noise?
refectory, where we come together to
Cicatas.
eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous.
Okay. So what do they? I think in these days, isn't they used to just study the scriptures and
library,
like reproduce
the pride
books?
of our monastery,
Monks?
a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
You too will learn how.
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We will be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
We have no lockpicks.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one.
Okay.
The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
Fair enough. I respect that. I don't think we should tell him about our search yet, because I don't know if we can trust him. That's the thing, because he could be very helpful. Could say that he's the only person here that's actually come here by choice. He might be lying. We don't know these people yet. We need to try and figure out who might be pious, or the guy we're looking for.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see. Are there any rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
I literally just got here, sir.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nerveless. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nerveless is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
So in a I was going to try to be respectful as possible because it's a very religious location. So I'm kind of curious with abbots and people that are in charge of monasteries, because they do literally lock themselves inside the monastery. Does it matter who actually is in charge of it? Because do they actually go outside really, or do they not just spend their entire lives here? I guess it might affect the day-to-day running of of the inside the cloister, but I don't think it really has that much difference with it. I don't know. Maybe someone knows more than me, but I just find it a bit curious.
Tell me something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. We already know these answers, Henry. Let's go have a look downstairs, see if we can find any of the other novices. So I think we've got to be very, very careful here, because of course, unlike other situations in the game, I can't just fight my way out of this. We are locked inside here. And with my current equipment, yeah, we'll be in a lot of trouble if I do go and try and fight people here. So I think the best bet is to be very cautious who we talk to, see what they kind of talk like, maybe, because a lot of people here are going to be just flat out devoted to God here. So we've got to make sure we do not accidentally upset them, or run to a situation where we get ratted out and just thrown in prison, or whatever would be the equivalent, or that's solitary confinement in this case.
Domine.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
So this guy,
purgatory?
not very devoted.
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Interesting. So I feel like this guy could be a candidate for pious. But then again, he wouldn't complain openly if he wanted to hide here, would he? But I'm not certain.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Because you're pious, I see.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget.
Oh.
I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Deteriorating. They say he won't make it to the autumn.
No.
Interesting.
He has a strong constitution. He'll still be on this earth for many years.
I don't think this guy is pious then. But, because he's very passionate about his past, that's for sure.
Waiting pays off. There's no.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
Interesting.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
So what was the plan with his father? Was he, because he thought he was going to die, so he sent his son to be a priest to make him look better for... Is that how that works? I'm not sure how that translates.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far away from here.
Shirking their responsibilities.
Fair enough. So
that's all I wanted.
Please keep it to yourself, especially the part about the coin.
Yet again.
Is this guy... Wait, I'm sorry. I know I said he probably isn't pious, but we don't know why pious is in the monastery. I don't think it's... we know that... No, it's not him, is it? Because we know that Pius used to be a priest, and then he went to a life of crime. But this guy has just gone directly here to annoy his family. So that's very different, isn't it?
Be with you, brother.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
Interesting.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
I only know one so far, but we'll ask about it anyway.
Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
No, seems like a very upright guy then.
That's all. Who would you elect, Abbot, if you could?
Most likely Nerveless.
I'm telling you,
He's a fine fellow and he seems honest. But,
what am I saying?
truth be told, it doesn't
He was
matter
stomping
much to
about
me.
like a bear.
Monastery will still be a monastery, no matter who's in
He can't
charge.
sleep and prays long
If you
into
really
the
want to
night.
talk more about it, ask Antonius. He seems to have taken an interest.
So that was my view on it as well. I reckon this guy is a good guy to ask about this. Personally.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know anyone in the monastery who could help me?
Lockpicks, eh? I won't ask what for. My advice is to try Brother Solarius.
Good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was a pretty good lead so far. So we've got to find other... There's another one here.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
Thank you.
And you are?
Thank you.
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Is he just socially awkward? Does he just want to focus on being devout to his lord? Or is he trying to hide something from us?
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all, except that he's not a stickler for rules.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell.
This guy's not very
I've
helpful.
never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
You really don't know anything about anyone?
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
But you won't if you don't get out there and put yourself out there, man. Talk to people. Make connections. Let's see. I think we should be very careful what we ask this guy. He does seem...
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas.
Yeah, I think this guy's very devout. We've got to be very, very careful. I would not ask him anything you don't have to, Henry. I think he could also be hiding stuff, but I feel like he might just be super devoted. So anything like this, or anything about doing anything... If he realizes that we're not here for the church, we might have a bad time.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. I guess we can ask a religious question, see if he might soften up from that.
If you could, who would you vote for to be the abbot?
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry?
Okay, he doesn't care.
I'd like to ask you... Who's in charge of things?
Truthfully, everyone except us.
It's all the same answer. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough.
I see.
So, I guess we're ending this conversation here with this guy. So far, he either seems like he's actually very devout, or he's extremely careful about hiding what he actually thinks. So, it could be interesting. What have we got next? This guy?
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Okay, good to know. What about the other novices?
I'm interested in the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
Curious.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray a confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circators who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
Okay, so Lucas is seeming like the most suspicious guy, because I think Siskin is literally just the guy that is here for annoying his family, right? We already know his past. I reckon Lucas is currently the prime suspect. I don't think we should do anything officially because, of course, this time period, of course, I don't know exactly how Bohemia worked, but religion was extremely important to the state. It was entwined with the state a lot of the time. So as Lord Radich said, he has no power over here. If we say that we're here due to our Lord Radzik, we will probably be kicked out and Lord Radzik would be in big trouble with the church. So we should not bring this up unless we truly trust somebody.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Who would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we shouldn't get mixed up in it.
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed up in it. Don't you start too.
Okay, very obedient.
I'd like to ask you something.
Why is this one always highlighted in this way? Maybe it has a different answer if I ask him.
Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us.
That's exactly the same. Fair enough.
I see. Well, that's all.
Okay, so this guy seems to be pretty legit as well. Were there more novices in here? I'm not certain. I thought there was maybe one more. Maybe I'm wrong there. Antonius is going. Honestly, I think it's Lucas at this point. I guess maybe we have to go to sleep. Maybe try and do some stuff in here. Maybe get some more hints as time goes on. Most of the monks I see around this place seem to be marked as just monk. So I don't think there'd be any particular reason to talk to them too much. Can I just leave, by the way? Mutt, you can't be in here, buddy. You're not allowed. There's no pets in this location. I'm sorry. Brother.
I'm Gregor,
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nerveless, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Ah, so it is very, very secular.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble life and that any surpluses go to the poor. But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the few resources we have left.
Okay, that sounds an interesting way of saying things.
I'm interested in the election of the new
speech level up. Nice.
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked up about that, they spent no time considering how they could make the monastery a better place now.
Why? What's wrong with it now?
Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order to make them fit their interests. So, to balance the scales, they want the novices to lead exemplary lives. Sin abounds here, just as in the outside world.
Unfortunately, my only sin, I would say, is gluttony. So I would not survive in here because I need, like I said, my 5 or 6 meals a day. And even then, I'm still pretty hungry.
What sins are you talking about?
The scripture says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." I'm sorry, Gregor, it's not my place to speak about the sins of others.
But you just did. Okay, I guess he didn't do any specifics, but fair enough.
Tell me something about how the new abbot will be elected.
A new abbot has to be elected once the old one dies. All the brethren can vote, with the exception of novices. The abbot's crozier will be conferred on whoever is chosen, and he'll take the vow. When he becomes abbot, a monk spends most of his time dealing with politics outside the monastery, instead of actually leading the monastery.
So it is quite important then.
But he still maintains a fundamental influence on life here.
So yeah, it is very important then. Interesting. Peter.
Can you tell me about Abbot Peter?
Oh, sorry. I was just say, who's that?
He's wise in the ways of politics and a good shepherd, but as you've already heard, he's old and infirm. The other brothers see him with one foot in the grave, but I still have hope for him.
Maybe I can help him out.
You, brother, don't let yourself get involved in the games of your superiors. Could you help me with something?
With what?
I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment.
Oh.
With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
I have no problem with this at all. I will help him.
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the libri prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
I see. So it's not just... It's not just Japanese cartoons then, I understand.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the 3 wise men were from the East, were they not?
Can you give me a key or something? I don't know if I can just go into there, because there's a guy literally working there all day, all night, at all times, right?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
What if I replace it with another book?
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celerius could help.
I might try the charisma route and see if we can charm our way into the cabinet.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Celerius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Okay, because the reason I am a bit interested in solving the election crisis is that we know there is a corrupt person in the monastery. And I don't know if maybe one of the candidates could be that corrupt person. So if they get even more power, it could make things even worse for everyone in the future here. So I think we want to probably stick to the original guy, right? What else can I do here?
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
This is all different then. Interesting. But regardless, everybody, I think we've already done through an hour of talking at this point. I do apologize, but I think next episode is going to be very, very dialogue heavy. But it could be interesting at the same time. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to be ending it here. We'll be heading to sleep. And hopefully we can survive the monastery next episode. I do think it's Lucas personally at the moment, but I could be completely wrong. It could be the guy that lied to us, that was friendly at start. I really have no idea. What was that noise? I swear the game went on to like combat noise for a second, but then nothing actually happened afterwards. Where am I sleeping? It must be upstairs, not in here. Regardless, everybody, I'll go to sleep and we'll deal with this in the morning. Apart from that, though, I hope everyone has a great day. And as always, please like, subscribe, and comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.